Have you ever wondered about this mineral water? Have you ever wondered about where it comes from? Have you wondered about how long it will last? Why is it only found pretty much in this central Victorian Highlands area? What does it mean to First Nations people? What does it mean to the history of Europeans, since Europeans came here? How is it formed? All these questions I'm going to try and explain simply, if that's possible, because making this mineral water is nothing but simple. It's a unique combination of natural elements that has made this wondrous liquid that just keeps on coming. Right, the next step of our mineral water journey, we're going to go up to the top of the Great Dividing Range. I'll see you there. Okay, I've made it up the top of the Great Dividing Range. This is where the weather meets. This is where north and south meet. This is where Jarrah and Wadawurrung meet. So if you imagine back in time, this is probably a fairly flat area, and gradually as the southern plate of Australia has moved towards the north, the ground, instead of being flat, has started to rise, and it's risen to a point where we've got the range that we know now, the Great Dividing Range. Now, to try and think about that ground, what happened to that ground when it rose? It all cracked and crumbled and created a bit of a porous nature, and that's really the key to the start of our mineral water story. Up here in the range, when the weather's coming from either direction, the moisture rises, the clouds rise, and you get rainfall. This is where we get considerable rainfall that feeds most of the rivers of central Victoria out to the Murray or going down the Werribee River towards Geelong. Now, when the rain falls here, a lot of it will flow off across the ground and start to form those little rivulets that form into a creek, and slowly over time there's worn away valleys that become bigger valleys as they get further north or get further south. But a majority of the rain actually falls at the top of the range, either side, about 5 kilometres either side, and it sinks deep down into the ground because of that cracked nature of the rock when the range was formed. And it's that deep, deep water that's the key to the mineral water. That's where it starts. It heads off towards the Loddon River, or as I said, down the Werribee River towards Geelong. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go and see where that water's headed and how we end up with that wonderful mineral water at the end of the trail. I'm over here at Spargo Creek, which is halfway between Daylesford and Glenlyon. And there's been a new memorial just put here, just recently by the Milan Council, I believe, and Wadawurrung people. So this part of the area this spring is Wadawurrung country. And really this sign, what it's telling you, is the importance to First Nations people of mineral water and waterways. It's part of Aboriginal First Nations culture.